They also talked. I didn't want to forget about AI. They talked about the AI too.
Yes,
improving
right.
that. They were. Chris was like really honest about it. It's like he knows that it doesn't work. They're all aware that it doesn't work, and they're very frustrated with that. And so they said they kind of said something extreme that I think set off a lot of people. They said they scrapped it, but which isn't exactly true. They didn't scrap it. They kind of started over in some sense, in some of the ways, not in all of the ways the AI works, to make it more believable. And the demonstrations that they showed were much better looking with the different types of AI. It just kind of made them move in ways that were believable. And I really liked the way that they showed the stealth gameplay. Because one thing that other games often do is that the AI are kind of stupid. Like they can see you for a second and they won't react. Like there's like a meter for them to react.
Yeah.
And then after a certain time, they'll forget you. It's like, oh, it's just a rat. Of course not. Like if they were a real person, they'd be like, that's not a rat. There are no rats on the space station. There's definitely a guy there. Let's go find this guy.
Yeah, that always annoys me. They're just like, oh, okay, my friend ended up dead, but I guess whatever.
Whatever. It's whatever. Causes. It seems like in this game that there are going to be real consequences to being seen. Like the one thing that they showed were either the one part where they showed where they were in the Aceto station again, where he got spotted by the two patrol guys. They kept searching and they didn't stop searching. Because they saw him. Mm-hmm. And I like that. That was good. That's realistic. It means that if you're not careful, you're going to get found. And so you're constantly going to be on your toes trying to escape them. And the way how they systematically and very thoroughly searched every nook and cranny was, again, very realistic. And so I think in other games, being stealthy has been very easy and therefore kind of dull. You're kind of almost pretending to yourself that you're being a ninja, when in reality, you make lots of mistakes and you're just you get away with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're very nice too.
Yeah.
It's also great, like you said, that I guess the best thing that I think they showed was exactly as you said. They'll see you, but they won't just go back and forget you right away. They won't even if you're gone for 10 minutes, they'll still not forget about you. They'll still be kind of more on alert, which is really nice. But going to sort of the overall aspect of this AI kind of rework that they're talking about, we kept reading a lot about AI additions in the monthly reports. Month after month after month, AI tech was just chugging away at these amazing things. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, they're talking about all this. Maybe we can't see it because of the network problems. Maybe this is something that they're only testing in Squadron 42. And then they come out and they say all this, and it just kind of, it clicks. Like, they weren't putting this into the game. They were building an entire AI format kind of and telling us about it. And now we're finally seeing where that was all going.
Right, because I remember them talking about the different AI attributes, like the baiter. They didn't call him a baiter, but the clearly is the one that baits everybody else. Like the aggressor or the cautious professional, and different levels of professionalism for the AI. And what that translated into was just like, oh, this looks like how people behave. There are people with different behaviors, and that makes them move differently. Yeah. Because one of the things I really liked is that if you've ever seen AI that all have the same AI, they all move exactly the same. So when they're all alerted, they all move in the exact same direction. They all do that
same sort of like animation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They all do the same thing, and so it becomes very jarring, but we've just become used to it because that's part of games. With their different attributes, you could see that all of them reacted differently, like real people. Some of them kind of took cover, some of them went around the side, and the result is a much more believable interaction with NPCs, and therefore also a lot more of a challenging experience because they're all doing something slightly unpredictable. That you once you know the AI in a game, you can be like, all right, well, I know what they're going to do. I'm going to anticipate them and I'm going to get them. It becomes easy. With the AI that they're showing, it does seem like you're going to have to be a bit more cautious because some of them might push you. Some of them might be cautious. Some of them might try to flank you. And that's exciting. That's exciting. It makes me a lot more excited to play the game. It makes it feel a lot more, I guess, unique and AAA and beyond what because what I was hoping to see out of Squadron 42 is something that's at least beyond what we've seen in the past. Something that does seem like it's cutting edge and pushing the envelope. And this does feel that way. This does feel that way.
Yeah, it feels like a good AI system, and they didn't even show us things like the firing tokens they've talked about, or the perception. They showed us a little bit of perception stuff. They showed the way that they are able to clear out rooms together, but there's still a lot more AI attributes and things that they've talked about that we didn't get to see here. So I'm excited to see where they go with the AI. I do hope that they get it into a good point for Squadron 42, and eventually we are able to see it start running a lot better in Star Citizen, hoping in the next year or two. But,
one thing I really loved is that, I don't know if you noticed, like their vent searching animation was really good. Like they got down and they looked around like this, and they like peeked their head in and stuff, like realistic. In the monthly reports, I remember they also talked about how they added animations for searching around boxes, and they fixed like the transitions between them to be more smooth. So you can imagine a guy grabbing a box and then looking around it realistically with his head instead of moving his body around it.
Yeah.
Those little things, those little details just makes the world feel much more alive and real.
Definitely.
So, very cool.
I love that.